Who's most people is going to think is going to win the tournament. So as we get into game number 1 here on Lions, we'll see who takes it first. We got Java on the spear as the first weapon on the screen. Kyna with a very tried and true hammer.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, it's going to get a little scary here because, yeah, he's very good with his confirms. It's going to be a lot of stomps
Yeah.
coming out into whatever I needed after that. It's just racking up damage. He probably has like an idea of how many stomps into follow-ups he needs into the correct punish right after that. He's like 5 stomps in the follow-up, and then after that, I can just finish the game, finish the stock.
It's so crazy to see like how little Kyna has to hit you to win games because of just how much damage you're able to output on this Roman Reigns.
Yeah, oh, all right, like the idea right there from Java is going to kind of sneak in some of these things. I mean, there's a very quick saves right from Dusk, so it's not a bad-ish thing to look for if you already know that your opponent's going to be moving away from you anyway, so. Uh-oh, wow, the jab almost doing it right there.
Encroaching the space very well on Java, had to pick up the orb, but the orb really not having any activation either as Kyna, I think that might have been 5 stomps into a KO.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
like he's counting them out.
Kyna makes it look like old hammer where you could just mash the downlight, but Kyna, I mean, even with it being a lot slower and laggier, picking the spot so perfectly, it makes it seem like that move is faster than it is.
Hey, he's definitely trying to play the ground game quite well against Java, but Java's now, you can see him stay in the air a little more, just trying to avoid a stomp. Oh, not right there though. Get a little overzealous with that ground pound, even hitting the ground with it, but he does get it this time around all the way from the left side of the stage, still able to take out Kyna on the right. The weapon style, let's see what he can do with this orb though. We've seen mostly the spear so far. Now he's gonna try to get the orb in there.
I always like seeing Kyna when Kyna starts hitting a lot of those side lights. A move that doesn't lead into KOs, but does so much damage and really conditions Java. And we're starting to see that as well as a mold breaker. But it's weird because Kyna isn't stacking on top of Java, just moving in and then Java stacking on Kyna, getting down lights for it. Very controlled play. Java really needs to break this mode. But you know, you evened up the stock count and some nice damage there, going for the extended combo, not a true confirm. Kyna realizing and getting the side light or side air to close out that stock.
Nice, okay. Oh, he tried to send it. He was like, I'm gonna get back in this game. It didn't work though, actually. Sometimes you don't even need to hit it. He just scared him down, too far down for him to be able to get back to the stage. So Java, you know, with the risky and daring play actually did pay off for him, and now developing a lead here. Oh my, okay, five hits right there, all unanswered until we got the down. Oh wow, that was a good pickup.
The weapon pickups immediately into downlights. Java going for that neutral light back off the wall, Kyna too ready for it with the dash up downlight. Nice end light there, and Java really trying to give some space to himself versus Kyna, because Kyna ever so carefully encroaches on the space. Nice recovery there. Let's see, no Sig coming out from Java, just looking for that nair. Kyna on that KO, and there it is, the side. Sig does come in and take it. Game number 1 going
he was able to put out, but also just the pressure that he put on. I thought he was going to go for a exhausted recovery at the top, but instead just went back down to the ground, you know, waited for the options to be exhausted and just found that side Sig instead. And look, he's really you know, willing to risk going way out there to make some big plays. You saw the double down air there on the right side. Obviously didn't get punished for it, but it's nice to see that he's like willing to go out there and make some plays happen.
You have to. I mean, at this caliber of play, really, you got to pull out all the stops, and kind of getting a downlight into side air there, knowing a little too low damage to get a confirmed side air. Just getting some side light damage. And speaking of which, Java getting there, trying to use the platform to get some assist in the movement, kind of not falling for it, and the end light already. And I always forget, even with the strength stance, how much damage Dust does on these orb moves. I mean, already kind of having a cycle off into the axe.
All right, out of there one more time. Side light, Sair, not gonna be enough just yet. Just trying to get the weapon toss in there. Luckily, okay, he actually doesn't want that either. Not even gonna mess around with it yet, just waiting for an orb. So the orb, I mean, truly the orb really is what brought him home. So it's nice to see that he's like, all right, my orb is kind of cooking right now. Let me go ahead and get that back in my hand. Unfortunately, though, not able to touch the ground. Might not want to try to like fight his way into pushing kind of off the stage and then going for the orb, because ever since he's got it, throwing that one away too.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is. Because right now, Kyna on the axe is just doing so much damage. Java picking up the spear, immediately going for a Sig in an attempt to cover, Kyna landing in front of Java, but there the side air came in to punish it, and yeah, it's looking pretty rough right now for Java, who hasn't really found any sort of control in this game the entire time.
All right, finally getting another orb back in his hand, but it's taken him so long and so much damage. He has not really hit Kyna in a good, I'd say about a good 30 seconds. He's not been able to hit Kyna. kind of, once again, just patrolling the ground. Just wait till he can find that stomp. 4 stomps right there. If this fifth one KOs, I swear.
I mean, it just might almost. Nice side light into side air. Off the GC side light to cover a jump from Kyna. Whenever you have a side light like that, I mean, might as well just go to hit it. The orb online for Java, who's trying to weapon swap Kyna. Kyna just immediately checking it with the side light there, picks up the axe in hand, and we saw that it was just a bunch of end lights that close out stock number 1. We see a down sig there to get off me, and it's working really, really well. Java once again without a weapon.
Ooh, and just out of there once again. Kyna is definitely kind of really imposing his will this time around. This is the gameplay that he wanted to play earlier. Wasn't able to do such, but like Java was doing quite well pulling this orb, but it seems like he's kind of figured out how to play around the orb now, so he might have to get the spear back into the mix, as the orb is really not being as effective as it was, I'd say, you know, about half a game ago.
Filthy extension from Kyna. Instead of going for the down air, going for the nair to get some extra damage, and already Java looking really, really bad for this game. We'll see what the spear looks like here. Downlight into side air. Once again, the tried and true. We'll see if you can find one more downlight. That side air will KR towards the wall. Another one, and that's going to be the game. Kyna playing so consistently. I think Java had a chance, amounts of damage, and for the first time, Western Air Temple being selected. 2 soft platforms. Java loves platforms, actually, so I definitely do see this to be a good pick for Java.
Okay. And we have to see if this one definitely pays out. Or plays out for Java. Got a very good first game, but that second game was all Kyna, and he's still kind of running that same plan. It is still working for him. I'm just, all right, I'm whip punishing, I got stomps. Oh, you're standing too close to me, I got more stomps for you. Got the follow up, I get the big damage. All right, let's go for the stomp this time around. Side light into the neutral light.
And the downlight from off the wall gets a hit, but doesn't go for any reads afterwards. Side light, side air unarms Kyna. Yeah, the dancing with the platforms are what Java's really known for, especially as they kind of vary in height. Java's really able to shift around where that orb is placed. It becomes very difficult for Kyna to pinpoint, and I think that's why we're seeing the axe here, obviously getting unarmed, but the axe a lot easier at covering those movement options. You only really have a couple moves that are fast on hammer.
Definitely docking for position right here. Nobody. I mean, this has kind of been the kind of play though. Like he's not gonna swing until he sees the punish. And so it really is up to. Oh, yo, I thought he actually. Oh, he still got him. Oh.
Why did Java end up that low again?
Yeah, he sent you pretty high up, but I feel like you have the resources to just go back to the stage. But like it seemed like Java wanted to challenge him, and well, that challenge did not go well for him as he just got dragged down to the blast zone.
Yeah, I feel like going unarmed versus a hammer, very ill-advised.
Oh, he's trying it again.
Why?
Oh, no.
Why on the unarmed? It's not good. Kyna finds the KO once again. You just can't go off stage versus Kyna with the hammer in hand. I mean, that's just classic Brawlhalla. The recovery, of course, sending down there, and Java again getting sent high, ground pounding, unarmed, and falling. That side air landing does find the connection into the stock, but I mean, this is a very, very tough game to come back in.
Man, I really feel like he kind of threw that second stock pretty quickly too. Like, I mean,
early.
I'm not really sure why he wanted to try to go for the second challenge again. Kind of already showing you that, like, yeah, I'm pretty good on this off-stage scramble. We're back off stage again. Luckily, does not have the hammer in hand.
Yeah, the axe definitely something that you can contend with a bit more as Java on the orb off stage, but you know, the hammer and the unarmed, not the combination. We'll see the orb online right now as Kyna gets forced in the corner, but immediately jumping back. Java with some big damage though. Java's so good at finding those downlights on the orb, something that I think Java's specifically known for on orb. Okay.
Sends him out there. Okay, that side is going to do it up. And so Java able to get back into the game. I guess he was willing to, you know, trade that stock. He's just like, I need a nice little momentum run. Orb is looking good again, just like the first game, where, you know, he's able to pop off with that orb. It's like he's able to pop off with that orb again.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I mean, Java, you know, unfortunately throwing away his stock essentially on the second, evening up and even contending with the damage right now as Kyna has an axe in hand, hasn't been finding so much success. All right, let's see the juggle, going for a lot of downlights on the attempt to cover. Java landing, but a down stick comes in and ends the game. Kyna takes it with two very...
a decent amount of SIG, you know, KO, so might as well try to make them go even faster, you know, and stop having to deal with Taros for as long as you have to. So, Java, Kyna on the fourth game now.
Demon Island. And
Demon Island.
I know you're talking about South America loving Demon Island, so Kyna going to be very ready for this stage.
we are moving right now. Playing a little neutral. No one want to take that swing. The big punish on both sides. Gets a stomp. Almost getting the neutral layer there as well at the top. Another stomp.
Calling out Java's aggression so well. The side air sends off. Java with not a great recovery, but doesn't find the recovery. Kyna doesn't find the recovery. Java landing back down with an N-sig. Covers the high landing. Kyna with nothing. Just pogos it in. Just tap it in. And that's a 3-stock-to-2 lead for Java. You take the first stock here, and it's playing very, very well. I was kind of worried about the Demon Island pick. Can be very scary versus a very grounded legend like Teros, but Java playing very, very well without soft platforms.
I think that's the thing, though. It's like, you know, we are on Demon Island for sure, but it is working in both ways. It seems like even though South America seems to be very good on the stage, the fact that there is that small wall, it is very hard to kind of get around if you have to use the wall as your recovery, and so that's how you saw him get that easy down air, you know, tap in right there, because there's not many places for Kyna to go. Yep. And so at this point in time, he's got a solid lead. He has to worry about that now, but Kyna still goes pretty far off stage trying to make these edge guards happen. And that was a nice little combination off kind of a mistake. Almost got the neutral sig. That would have definitely taken him out for as close as he was that time. Though the side 6 on duel, we're looking at a 3-stock right now. I don't think it's a little hard to do against Teros, but it's still possible.
It's cool to see Java really come into his own in terms of on-stage play, not really jumping a lot in this game there. The downlight into side air does find its mark, but Java playing very well grounded here. Very important to contest with the dominance that Kyna can develop, especially on a stage with no soft platforms. You need to have ground control. It enables your game plan in the air. What an extension there, but Kyna getting one of their own downlight into the nairs. Here, chase dodge up to try to bait a dodge from Java. Java doesn't give it, but a lot of damage swing into Kyna's favor.
Okay. Okay, nice, good little chase down right here from Java. These neutral lights are definitely starting to register quite well for him. And he's still got a whole another stock to work with. So this is definitely good. He can take a couple of chances here. I still don't like the idea of taking too many chances against Teros because the damage does rack up pretty quickly. But currently on this stock, I think it's not that bad of an idea. Okay.
Nice little end light there. Kyna struggling to find any sort of control.
Hold that, you know. And his on-stage gameplay is good too. You saw the very, very nice and nice usage of the side 6. He's been very good with the force, which I'm kind of liking to see again why he's going into deep force, because he knows he's going to be hitting these SIGs. He also got a neutral sig in there, threw him way off that stage to even set up that edge guard.
Okay. Right. Java starting off very well here. I mean, you have the orb in hand. It is game 5, and I feel like we're seeing a lot of the same of the last game, which is good for Java, not so much Kyna. Java really controlling the ground with these dash-in end lights. Kyna immediately throwing the hammer away, saying, I want to try the axe into this. We didn't see a lot of axe in the last game.
There's side 6 still registering, and he has been very good at hitting those. I know I really feel like he probably has hit like 3 of the 4 that he's thrown up side 6 only. So man's side 6 accuracy has been all the way up. Also means he's still getting good damage too, even if he's not getting the stock. Hitting a sig like that, 4 damage is also good.
Downlight attempt there to catch Kyna's landing, and Kyna didn't give a dodge in place or a dodge in that time, and Kyna now in a dominant position as Java looking to struggle to find a weapon even.
Oh, where are you going? You're standing too close to me. Step back. Doesn't matter. That's going to cover on multiple sides. You have to either air dodge or dodge through it or be out the way. And fortunately, he was just standing right on top of Kyna. Gets yelled out of there. Kyna now going to get himself a nice little lead.
Java waiting for the dodge appropriately, but not finding a punish after. Maybe some hesitation, and that ground pound shows, I think, a little bit of desperation and disadvantage. They're picking up the orb now. Kyna understanding the nerves and going deep there. Trying to go for a big sig. Gets immediately punished by Java's side sig, which is a great way to equalize the stock count, but a lot of damage in the favor. I think Java opting for the spear here to try to weapon start back into a fresh orb.
Yeah, it was looking a little scary for a second. I didn't know if he was going to be able to survive off that stock, but Kyna is able, or is going to lose his stock. Java now starting to rack up some damage here, but the damage is already kind of racked up 1-2. I like the avoidance the first time, but he didn't immediately try to go back to the stage, and therefore puts himself in a position. He's trying to get a little aggressive off the side. Just eats another down air. That sends him packing, but okay, got that dodge. Got that dodge in this time around. He is still looking. He had a lot of sidelights hitting him, but he's looking for the option after, and kind of mixed it up well enough for him not to be able to get hit yet.
I think maybe falling under the trap of wanting too much off these openings. Instead of getting the true damage, trying to go too much for the reads, and I understand you're down a stock, but you got to take what you can get versus Kyna, because right now Kyna is going to take everything. That end light will come in. Java has to survive this, going for the side stick or down stick to get back and get swatted away, and Kyna takes it 3-2 over Java.